Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is getting to about 8:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Yeah, I'm actually like 8 a.m. like in the morning on in it's the morning. It's the morning. Can you tell? I haven't even poured myself a cup of coffee yet. How are we all doing today, guys? I've been doing good. It's been a good week. There was a little bit of a struggle there to keep the anxiety low, but managed to do it. Managed to put them 40 hours in. That's what we gotta do every week, right, guys? Gotta put those 40 hours in. You gotta get that money. You gotta grind every day you are at work. You gotta make sure that you are putting in as much as you expect back. That's one thing that I will always encourage on this channel. If you want to enjoy my channel, you best be busting your ass in the real world. Because if you ain't doing that, then this channel ain't for you. Because you don't know truth. You think you do, but you don't. The truth is, you gotta all contribute at least that much. It's how you make a working planet. But I'm not gonna preach to you because it's Saturday. You've already probably had your bosses preach at you and the news preach at you and everybody tell you how the world sucks. Well, guess you know what doesn't suck? ESO. ESO is awesome. Two more days and we get I'm not sure we're gonna call him. I think we might call him Bob. You just want to call this guy Bob? We'll call him Bob, the guy who lumbers around the houses. So I was trying to put some of this furniture stuff away, like we got the vampire mirror and lanterns, and put up some stuff in the old abode. I did that. Not much after that, because to be honest, I was like, all right, well, I didn't want to work on too much while you guys weren't here. I do like doing a lot of the stuff on camera these days. I couldn't even tell you why. Oh yeah, I forgot it. Anyways. But yeah, so after pretty much finishing most of that, I just let it be. I didn't want to do much more. I made sure that I collected my daily and whatnot. But yeah, now we're looking into doing a lot more, especially with this the new housing thing that they gave us in that little pack. Oop, as you can see, my little oh no, there we go. I guess let's try that again. Just because. See, there's a transition, and there's a transition back. That's actually an old transition. Apparently, I had that from back in my Mixer days, when I was still using Mixer as my streaming platform. I found that pretty funny on the simple fact that Mixer was a long time ago. Oh, sorry guys. A little bit of that Saturday morning gas. I got gas. Yes, that means I just farted. Um, so we'll do up some of the dailies for Westfield because that's probably where everybody's doing their dailies. It's always the most common place that you can get a couple of dailies in is the most up to date area, as you can see. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple of well, as you can already see, Lucky Ghost. He put up the tutorial on how to get the gear and whatnot, so everyone tries to get the wings these days. Me, I want my own thing. I'm not a fan. I don't copy other people's stuff. I think it's great that he's got like the Tyrael thing, the whole vibe. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a little puff of the old toby, and I will be right back. I know I just got here, but we've got the is that it? I thought I had the picture of BRB smoking a J, but no. I do encourage it, especially on a Saturday morning when we're playing ESO. Just go get yourself, it's just you could roll a small pinner, or you have a pipe, or you have a bong. If it's legal, if it's not, just stick to your coffee or your morning tea. But join us as we release ourselves from the confines of the 9 to 5 day and enjoy our ESO time as we try and survive this crazy ass world that just gets crazier, right guys? Alright, go grab your stuff. We'll meet back here at 5. Alrighty. I'm back. I am. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Calm down. Gem LTO. I don't even know what that is. Out. Returning crate to treasures of the Hollow Jacks. New mount. Ride on fire atop the Brazen Death Hound. Or the new motif, which I didn't even like. Blind Path Cultist style, and then there's the Haunted Furnishings. Yeah, I didn't even know that really existed. All those offers that they show. So, how is everyone anyways? Before I really get into the nitty gritty and we start grinding like a bunch of lunatics. You know, did you have a good weekend? Or did you have a good week? Sorry. I know I did. It was unexpected. It was mostly good. It wasn't all good. I mean, I can definitely say there was a day that I was like, nope, and I just phoned it in. And I am gonna say why now, and I want people to understand this doesn't come from a place of hate. This comes from just calling these people out. And I gotta say, this new generation and their pronouns and their they them and their we complain to get everything they go our way. You do understand that people know that you're not real, right? Like, you act and, you know, play like you're some sorts of, you know, God's best gift, I guess, to like the world. But in all actual fact, you're not even close. No. I was just kind of, you know, minding my own business when I came to work this week. And I watched a person who is supposed to be on quote-unquote modified duties. That means they were, you know, not supposed to be doing so much. And they went to 3 different duties that are actual, like, considered actual work. Now, what I don't understand is why that's even possible in the first place. Because when you're, like, at our place, if you're on modified duty, you're normally doing, like, the most useless thing possible. Nobody gets on any of the equipment, you know, nothing like that, because you're modified. You're not 100%, and you shouldn't be doing anything that an actual staff member should be doing. So it's like, get your ass you know, like off the machine, but nobody says anything, right? Like nobody, because they're just terrified that if you say something, this person's gonna drag you into HR and it's gonna be this big whole thing. Because all they ever do is make a big deal of things. Even though when it's just like, no, we're looking for equality here. And they're like, well, and then they use something like, I feel, and I actually heard the person say, I was given this job, but I don't want to do that job. And I'm sitting there going, I don't want to do my job. You know? Like, I'm like, I don't want to do it. And I couldn't wrap my head around it because they were like throwing a hissy fit because they didn't want to do their job. And I was just thinking to myself, yeah, nobody wants to do their job. Like, do you not understand that? I was rocking with that. I was definitely in the zone. Alright. So I think we've got 2 of these, right? So we're gonna use that first. Oh, and by the way, guys, we're gonna be playing for a little bit. It's gonna be at least this time around 2.5, maybe 3 hours. It's not gonna be just a 2-hour session. We're gonna start pushing it and that's the only reason why I want to try this is because I seem like I'm not getting massive views on my live streams, which I'm not, you know, it takes time. Videos have to be up there for a while and people have to realize you actually have content. And the better you get and the more you do with your content that you put out there, the more likely they are to come back. Like, they can come back and you're never talking, and then they never come back again because they're like, well, it's quiet as hell. I don't want to listen to this shit. Like, there's nothing interesting going on here. So in a way, sometimes you have to fabricate your own content. However, like I said, is after a while, and especially when you've been doing it long enough, it becomes kind of a second nature. You know, you're not exactly creating content, but you're talking long enough and you understand that you have to keep the viewer engaged. That's why a lot of them will have bottles of water and all that, because you have to keep your mouth from drying up. And I think coffee, like waking up in the morning and doing it that way and having a coffee, alright. Where the hell is this friggin' glass?
Speakers.
Emotional damage.
I think I broke it. Fortune's Bluff, Falls Clail, Frontier's Cradle, Broken Path Carve. Is it up here? Yes. Anyways.
Bruh.
Like, come on. You look on the map. What? 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 I understand the question. Can you please reform the question in form of a question? You just look at me like, I want to stand on your head. And yes, I do this a lot. Just because eventually you're gonna stumble across it, right? Like, your travels are gonna take you everywhere in this game. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna eventually come across it. So you like these moves, eh? I'm pretty good at doing this stuff now. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so after we check out if we can do Fade Eater. Bum, 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 bum. This is dope. Hold on a minute. This is dope as hell. So when I get a chance, oh, you want to go? When I edit the description of this, I'll make sure to put a link in the description for the playlist of today. I know I forgot to do that last time, so I'll have to go back and make sure I do that for both. But yeah, I'll make sure I throw that up for you guys. Because I know I did get my one buddy who would watch part of it. He's like, dude, where's that music from? I was like, I have a Spotify. And you guys can look me up on Spotify if you want to hang out. In the music, share music, let our music blend, see if we enjoy each other's music. I just like picking up good music from the various different places. To be honest, I'm not a person that's like, bro, do not test me. So what I've learned now is, because I mess around in this area a lot, because I want to make sure I get everything in it, and I really like the look of it. Obviously, it's the most updated one, so it's got the best textures and whatnot and features. But I just want to be able to master this one, because I would like this in the, so I know I've been teasing the role play, but I still haven't found a guild in which I can get into. I've looked at one and I'm still humming and hawing because I'm doing some research behind them to find out if they'll actually fit, because my anxiety, I've got an idea for what I want to do with my character as an RP, but there are only going to be so many places that are going to be accepting of what I'm trying to do, and I want to be able to explain it to them in a way where they understand that it's not really meta, but the idea is that my character is actually me, like really me. This character that I play right now is me, and this universe and our universe coexist, and people haven't figured that out. Like, that's how, like, so I decided that I would take like a physics slash magical approach using what I believe and how I believe the world works is, after a certain set amount of time, and I would say ESO, given that it's been around like 10 years, games like this kind of take on a life of their own, where people have spent enough time in here where it could be considered, you know, like a pastime just like anything else. Thus, the relationships they form in it are as real as the relationships we form in our world. The difference is the ones and the zeros, but that's just a different type of existence. And you can kind of see where I'm going on this, is where I'm questioning existence, yada yada yada. But the whole idea of me and what I want to do behind that is I want to say that I myself finally found a way that I can put my mind into this individual's body, but I don't have any memories from my current universe. It's a clean slate, so I don't affect the inside of this. But it's such a clean slate that when people ask him if he knows what his past is, he says he doesn't. Because he only began to exist 3 years ago when I released myself into there. So he technically doesn't have a past, but he still has a soul. This body was created as a result of a person looking to escape their current universe, and when then that need becomes so great that they develop the ability to actually do it. It's a lot of fantastical mysticism, blah blah blah, but it's also the basis in which I've been writing kind of a short story. And I'm trying to expand that into something a little bit more. It doesn't necessarily have to be ESO, but I was using ESO as a platform in doing it. And in that time, I created this character who looks like this. And I actually enjoy it. Like, normally, I wouldn't say there's a character who personifies what I feel inside, but I could say this guy does. He's very strong, he's very confident, he's a hero, he's got magical abilities, you know, like, in a world where that wouldn't actually be possible, he's what I would see myself aspiring to. And in that, I was like, alright, cool, now how would I RP that? I just decided that he was found by just a group of travelers, and then he was raised into the point in which he could go into the world. Then he did, and he found books on magic, and he found other schools in magic and whatnot. He eventually became the Arcanist, obviously, this class right here, the Arcanist Initiate, but he also became a weapons master, so that's why everything is so high, and I still gotta finish off the shield. And then he became a master of arms. And now he's becoming a master craftsman. And like, just, you understand, like, this is how I escape. And I escape into here, giving him life. And he remembers nothing of my life, but my personal being, like me, I'm the one giving him his moral choices right now, because I'm envisioning myself in here, but I'm not giving any regard to what the outside world affects me. These are all my choices in the game from what I've seen, because this is where I choose to kind of escape to. I hate the world outside. It's so disgusting the way people treat each other. And in here, there may be turmoil and it may suck, right? But we've got heroes in here that are willing to fight back and shit. You know, people with backbones. Hard-working people in hard times. I gotta get more coffee. I'll be right back. But yeah, that's just, you know, it's a cool thought, right? Like, really giving your character a character and embodying it and personifying it. It's something I always wanted to do, and now that we have the ability to do it, I don't understand why more don't. Because you can embody the things and the virtues that you were taught and not believe that they've been squashed and they're gone. You know? I mean, if somebody wants to call you a dork for doing it, just remember, dorks are fucking cool people. They're probably the coolest. We just want to be left alone and play our games, and at that point in time, like, the most harmless things on the planet. But I am going to say something. FAFO. Don't fuck with a dork. because they probably know a little bit of martial arts, because that probably interests them too. And if they're that into ESO, they might have an ability to whoop that ass. Funny, one side of my apartment is pretty warm, and the other side was a little cool. I leave my bedroom window open when I'm sleeping, just because. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have issues sleeping, crack your window even a little bit, especially during the fall and winter when you're more likely not to have your window just a little bit, not a lot. And you'll find that you'll probably sleep a little better. But we're gonna take a minute here. So my next crafting I have to get up is this. We got 3 points we gotta put into it. We got tailoring done, we got metalworking. Enchanting is the last one that's gonna be hard. Oh wait, no. Jewelry crafting. So I don't get a lot of jewelry, unfortunately. Not a lot of rings or anything like that. And I don't come across a lot of... I don't find a lot of nodes for jewelry, so... Alright, so... Sorry that this has to happen, but I do have to. So what I normally do on weekends is there's one whole day in which is kind of just dedicated to I get to do what I want to do. And considering we're in a long weekend, Monday is Thanksgiving here in Canada. I decided I was going to pick Saturday as the kind of, I want to do what I want to do, just kind of hang out. Sunday, tomorrow is my quote unquote Thanksgiving. In case anyone's wondering, no, I'm not having anyone over. I'm not going anywhere. Most holidays and whatnot, I'm not really into. Halloween's, it's not a holiday, but it's an event I am. I do like Thanksgiving. I think it's a good idea, and you know, if you have families, by all means, go and do it. And like the whole turkey and everything. When I was growing up, Grandma did it most of the time, and she went all out. And she was amazing at it. And when you have your entire family around for Thanksgiving, it's really actually quite nice. So I definitely encourage it. Now that I'm older, I'm different from a lot of people. So living alone has given me the independent kind of nature in not being around a lot of people all the time. I do say Christmas is going to be a big exception because I love Christmas because my dad loves Christmas or loved Christmas, and I'm going to carry that on as being the guy who shows up for Christmas and is very adamant at it being Christmas and people need to just get along and not fight, because my dad loved Christmas so much that no matter what happened, he always had a smile on his face for it, and he always tried to make it special. So that's why last time I was talking with my brother, I was just like, hey, I know you guys are all like doing something for Thanksgiving. I was like, but I want you to, like, I said, what about Christmas? He looked at me, he's like, seriously? I have no idea, like, why are you asking me now? I was like, because I want to be the first person to say anything. And I was just like, please include me in Christmas. Last year I stepped out. I had my emotional reasons why. The one previously was also one that I couldn't participate in because, again, I had my reasons why. I'm not going to share them. There may come a time in which I do share that difficult portion of my life, but given I am trying to recover from it, I do not scratch a still sore wound. But now that I've grown really past all these things, I am starting to change, and like I said, Christmas is a time in which you just, when people ask you why you're so nicer and you're so giving and you do stuff, you just because, like it fuck it, it's Christmas, right? So that's one of the reasons why no matter what happens in my life right now, even if I'm like super sore and, you know, like I'm at work and like my shoulders are killing me and I don't want to work and stuff like that, like I'm going because this Christmas I want to be able to like finally bounce back. So I want to put a lot of myself into it. I want to be able to take, you know, like a week off and be at my brother's place and be like, what are we doing today? 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 You know, like, and I know he'll probably be working, or maybe he'll be in plant shutdown. We'll be just having fun, you know, just two old brothers getting to play during Christmas and making it good for his kids and his wife and having a good old time. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I want to enjoy stuff. You know? Been a long time since I did. That's why I got this channel.
Useful. Hold on.
Why I did all this. It's why I continue to do this. It's good times. It's fun. I mean, I am I the best at this game? No. Do I gloat a lot? Yes. But I'm just having fun, you know? I think that's what this game's kind of meant for. I don't know. But it's funny because people are just like, all right, so, that's your job and this is your hobby. So, like, what do you want to do with your life? I'm like, I'm done. They're like, that's it? I was like, oh, geez. What do you mean that's it? And they're just like, wasn't there more? I was just like, I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm 40 years old. And they're like, well, what the hell is that? What does that have to do with it? What do you think? I've been sitting on my ass in 40 years? I was out there doing shit. Nope. Nobody here yet. And then people are like, oh. I'm like, yeah, man. What are you guys expecting from me? Like, sure, I may not be doing much now, but when I was a kid, I was out there. I was experiencing life. Like, well, you can still do more. You're only 40. I'm like, no, you don't get it. Just because you haven't seen it, because you gotta remember, my life, especially the mid part of my life, we're going back 20 years, 2005. We're talking right around recession times. So my 20s, the internet was still young. The phones were very, very not like crazy good. Like, there are pictures. I've got pictures that I've found over the years that, like, people from my past are like, hey, Dad, remember this? And they show it to me. I'm like, oh, God. I'm just grateful it's not on the internet. So, when people sit there and they're just like, oh, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, when I started streaming, I was pretty old. I was in my 30s, and I was doing it because I was like, this is what I wanted to do when I was younger, but I couldn't because we didn't have the technology. And unfortunately, it came in a time where if you were that age, you had to really, really appeal to the kids. And I did, but I didn't, because I still had the 90s attitude. I didn't try and hide. I didn't put on what the kids had as their attitude. I always had this different swagger to myself, I guess, where I didn't conform to what they saw. Now, like I said, and I've always kind of said to my friends, the idea was to never really fit in and make that appeal, because mine was a uniqueness that I sought. And I was searching, and then I fell back and I conformed, because after a while you just do. You don't have a choice. You want people to come onto your channel and see you, so yoink. Sorry, guys. Oh, turn that one into an ash pile, I guess. But, it was hard after that, because, like, your streaming personality doesn't feel like the person you actually are. And, it no longer became something I really wanted to do, because I always had to be somebody I wasn't when I was streaming. And it eventually fell apart. It hurt my job, because I was trying to spend too much time at my job and doing streaming that I was so tired I couldn't perform my job properly. And I sat there and I thought about it and I was like, okay, what am I? And I was just like, you know what I am? I'm a guy who's seen a lot and done a lot and who can operate at his own pace. So instead of streaming all the time, I went back to work. And I pretty much took streaming right off, and I almost completely erased my presence online. I left a few things here and there. I left some footsteps here and there, some footnotes, some cliff notes, if you will. But I wasn't gonna be that angry guy anymore. That was the big thing. And so once I had fixed myself and I knew I could get back on streaming and just kind of be chill, I knew I had to find something that was more my pace. And I was like, well, yeah, so it never angers me because there's like, you die, you don't lose everything, you know, like you just, oh, I've got, you know, like 700 soul gems. I'll just use one and show up here and pay the repair bill later, you know. So I was just like, hey, I can go with this. And I started doing that. And then I started, you know, 1 or 2 videos and they were just recordings. And I will watch the recordings and I just listen to myself. And I know everyone's just like, really? It's like, yep. That's what I had to do. I had to listen to myself. I had to find out where I was going wrong. And it was the bouts of quietness. And it was just because I didn't know what to say to get people to stick around. And I was just like, well, what if I don't do that? You know, what if I just, instead, when I'm running around and with thoughts pop into my head, are the things that I just say. And, you know, I just let people know that what you might hear, just, you might be looking at me like, you know, is this guy nuts? And I'm just, no, I'm asking the questions that we all ask, right? You know, like, you're just sitting around and you want to ask somebody, but you're like, if I ask that, they're gonna be like, are you friggin' nuts? I'm just like, what? I asked it. Who gives a flying fuck? Come on, man. Stop being so uptight. Stop thinking that just because I question what you believe and what you think, I'm trying to be a bad person. I'm just trying to understand some shit better. I'm trying to understand where we're all coming from, just so maybe there's one person who says, has anybody thought this way? Instead of dismissing me, go, well, no, I haven't. And why do you think that way? Because I think you're both sides are being fucking idiots. You're both being inconsiderate jackasses right now.
A whole stack.
You're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about yourselves. When did we start thinking that we should change the entire planet just for one fucking generation that has no idea what they're doing? Why don't we just listen to them and say, okay, what's the real problem here? Why do you feel that you're not being heard? No. Don't give us the reason why you feel that you're unique and you should be heard. Why do you feel like you're not being heard? I wanna know how we can fix the issue, because it's not that you're not being heard, it's that these are issues that you shouldn't concern yourself with because you haven't experienced life enough to fully understand what's going on. Okay, and that's the truth of it. Okay, even I didn't realize it, you know? Like, why should a 25-year-old just be out doing 25-year-old stuff and enjoying life and not getting really involved in politics? Because it's not until you're like 30 and 40 that you've had a good hard look around. You've probably taken it in the nuts a few times, or in the box, or in the boob, or on the chin, or on the nose. You know, whatever your metaphor is for getting just kicked down by life, you have to experience that. You have to. Because if you don't, you have no room to say anything. I'm sorry. And I know that sounds really weird, but you have to experience, like, literally lying on the ground and having been just absolutely beat up by life. And then come back for that to appreciate another person's plea, another person's request, another person's view. And the reason why is because when you're at rock bottom, you think that all your shit is worthless. And at that point in time, you realize that nobody has a right to feel that way. It is the worst feeling on the planet, and you start respecting other people's opinions and their views and how they see things. You really start appreciating it. You're like, no, I'm gonna listen. And then people are like, well, why is that? It's because that person may be actually trying to communicate something very important, and it may not be right in your eyes, but because you listened to it and you thought later down the way, it may change your mind. It won't change your mind right away. New ideas seldom pop into a person's head and get acted upon immediately. Those people who do that, they're either really impulsive or they're risk takers. And there's nothing wrong with them. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're perfectly fine people themselves. But just because you don't agree with somebody now doesn't mean you won't later. It doesn't mean you might not see something. See something that wasn't there, or believe something, or something came along that made you change your opinion now. There's always a slight possibility that something else could change your opinion on something that you were told previously. And that's what I'm trying to say is don't rule anything out. If a person's different from you, that might be a good thing. That might help you change and grow. Or you may help them change and grow. That's the best part about this planet, is you never know. And that's what happens when you reach the bottom. Because somehow, especially if you climb your way out, you'll understand that listening to others and understanding their points of view and just, being open-minded and actually getting it and understanding for once, that is a whole new level of being. And I believe once you do kind of get to that point, you're experiencing true freedom, because you just get to let go of all the things that come before it. All the teachings have finally boiled down to the fact that you can achieve that peace, because I'm at peace. People call me stuff, they're like, you're really weird, you sound crazy. I'm like, okay. Like, you don't care that somebody called you that? You don't care that you look like that when you're wearing them? I'm like, no. No, why?
Anything good?
It's another person's opinion. Great, cool, awesome. The person doesn't like you because of how you act. Sorry. Like, truly, sorry. But this is me. Oh, you did that and you shouldn't have to. Yeah, sorry, you stepped out of line. Oh yeah, but you should have still been cool about that. No. Mm-mm. Justice. Sorry. It's the law. Fuck around and find out. You know, like, call me whatever you want to call me. In the end, I'm just playing fair. At the end of the day. I don't like bullies. I don't like people who try and bend the rules. I don't want to bend the rules. I just want to exist. Be done with it. And be over. If you want to fuck around, you'll eventually find out. And that's all I gotta say. And that's why I'm just like, why does it matter? Why is it such a big deal with people? Leave me be, I'll leave you be. You want to come out and check out my videos and stuff like that and agree with me? That's right. You want to debate it with me? I mean, we can talk, but it won't be much of a debate. I'm not changing my point of view just because you think I should. That's dumb. Bingo. Yeah, I think that. Oh, it's gotta be up here. So we'll go boom, boom. Yep. Alright. So we've squared it in this area. I'm gonna say this. Nope. Shit. Alright. So now we know that that's gonna take 2. So you go like this. 1, 2. Now you've got this. So you go over here. No, it's not over here. 1, 2. Nope. You go here. 1, 2. There it is. So I've got to get that to 5, I think.
You're going to regret this.
Alright. I'm gonna pull up. Shalador's library books. Okay. Oh boy. Why can't... There we go. Okay. Westfield. Alright. Alright. Look for parchment icon. Hold on a second. Okay. So, what I need to do, figure out which ones I've already got. The Cleansing Flame and Eulogy for Emperor Varen. We've already got. The Wedding Feast. So I've got the one by Skingrad. Alright, so we're going to Wildburn's Edge, Wayshire. Sorry if this is, this seems a little tedious, but it's one of the few things that we have other than the public dungeons. And I think today, if we can get into doing that, getting them done, we can top it off by doing like an actual dungeon with the Undaunted. So we're gonna work on doing this. And in light of doing that, we're gonna need to be very thorough in what we do. Okay. Ow. There it is. Yep. Alright, so the next one we're looking for should be right around here. Nope. Here. Woo.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
All right, so let's keep moving here. Varieties of faith. What else? There's the cleansing flame. So bingo. We'll do that, and we want to go to Wibly State. This is gonna go faster. Yes. Alright, so we want to go directly south from here. There it is. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, I guess we already got that. Nope, never mind, we didn't get that one.
Always worth stocking up.
You damn right it is. Alright, so now we want to go due north to the Broken Promises Cave. So I'm guessing that's it. Blinking, what are you doing up there? You're bloody blind. But sir, well, I'm guessing. You're what? I'm guessing. What the hell does that mean? I'm guessing there's nobody here? Robin Hood Men in Tights. Now there's a classic for you. I should watch that later today. I think I'm gonna. It's one of my favorites. One of the Mel Brooks' best. The only other one that comes as close is, or actually beats it, I have to say, is Spaceballs. Spaceballs! Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta reach out and grab it. Grab it by the cojones, man. Giddy up, lion. What? Giddy up, lion? Yeah, giddy up, lion. I'm riding Voltron, bitches. Alright. Get wrecked. Do you see the book anywhere, bro? Where's the book? There's gotta be a book around here. There's the book, damn it. Or is it north of this? Yeah. Hey! Blow me. Just get your ass whooped. Well. For real, bro? You guys just ain't getting it, are you? I'll lay the smackdown every time on you clowns. See, he knows what's up. He's like, nah, man, I'm leaving that son bitch alone. He deadly. I'm gonna just act like I'm sleeping. Hey, you guys are too funny. You guys are too kind. You don't have to laugh. No, seriously, you don't. Just because I made a joke doesn't mean you have to laugh. I appreciate it, guys. I do. Alright, that's another one. Another lore book in the books. How many more we got left? 3. Alright, what ones don't I have? Humor of Wood Elves, Magic from the Sky, and 9 Commands of the 8 Divines. Yeah, I don't see him. This sucks. I'm going through this map right now. I'm trying to find them. Oh! Humor Wood Elves. 9. Okay, so there's 2. Alright, so we gotta go to... Oh, we gotta go to this one. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get 2 and then we'll have 1 more to go. And then it's into the public dungeons. So we gotta go down into there. Apparently it's located right about there. Yes, I know I'm cheating this time around to use the book, but we are so close to getting 100% on this. And if I can get 100% on this and get into some public dungeons and whatnot, that means I can start working on my next character, which is, I believe I'm gonna make him one of the high elves, because I've got the dark elf, obviously. I've got a Nord, I've got a Breton, so I'm gonna need the elf, and I'm gonna do a necromancer. And when the new companions come out, I'm gonna get the other high elf chick that's, you know, and then you see where I'm going with this. Yeah. So, I've got a whole bunch of plans for a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna work out. That we'll be able to have multiple builds and characters that will appeal for everyone. But like I said, I've got the RP for this guy, and he became the RP one because I believe out of all characters in our races, sorry, in Tamriel, I believe Nords would best suit my my personality. They'd be most likely would be the type that would have one that would match my own. So
You could craft something nice with
like
that.
the hardy, really belief in whatever and like what I believe in, like close to almost a Viking sense. I like the whole idea of Great Hall in which everyone's waiting for you when your journey's done. Kind of like when your journey's done, you get to go have this big celebration that lasts for as long as you want it till. It could be unending, but after the celebration, or if the celebration just continues forever if you want it to. Me, I would have it be like a good couple of nights of everyone just hanging out and sharing our stories about the lives that we led and then how we got there, and it's like the end of the journey. Anyways, I do want to have other characters because I want to learn the lore and I want to mess around with the character creation, because I really like the customization that you can get out of some of these characters, especially when you're like me and you finally have a lot of options to make your character look unique. So, alrighty, where the hell is it? Little up there. Hello, jerkbot. Now we need one more, and it is magic from the sky. Nope. Where are you? Where are you? Magic from the sky. I've searched this whole map. Research unmarked locations. Side quests, trial quests, daily quests, craftable maps, journal links, nothing. Yeah, I've checked this entire friggin' map. Cannot find it anywhere. This is ridiculous. It's not listed on this map. Magic from the sky. Where is it? Even along versus their base game, so there's nothing. It's part of the major no matter where you pick up the book. Westfield, so what we're gonna do, magic from the sky. Ah, there we go. Okay, that told me nothing. No. See, this is what I don't like is Dell's Robots' striking locales, way shrine, zone stories, point of interest. Yeah, they don't even give you the book locations. This is aggravating. Alright, so I'm gonna start a new tab. Where is the magic from the sky book in West Field? Fort Calovia. Delgar Keep. Such. Don't you fucking dare. I just won't have that right now. Fort Collovial. Where the hell is that? Huh? Not even here. Is it a ruin? Okay, so it's a delve. Bingo. So I'm gonna have to go in. Alright, cool enough. See, they don't tell you any of this stuff on the map that I was looking at, but now I see it. You gotta go in the delve to get the last book, which is like, really, people?
Building up a staff. Good thinking.
that took some serious, like, investigation skills, like.
Bruh.
But we did get it. And that's what the persistence pays off. I wasn't going to give up until I found it. So we're going to have to sprint through this to get it. Well, we might not. Okay, so this is what you do.
Let's hear it.
Nope, we're good. There it is.
What?
All right. It needs to be sword and board and staff. So, what I'm gonna do, so we've got that and that. We're gonna head back. I think I got the sword. So our shield. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Our shield is gonna be this, because we'll get another boost in health. So the sword will be symmetry of the wield, and then ailage set.
I like a sense of safety more. Okay, well, let me see what we got on
on me. Do I have anything on me? Nope, I don't have any weapons.
Over the years, I've built a...
It's gotta be a single hand. Could be a dagger. Oh, what if I do that? Is that like a... Yeah. Let's just see what kind of weapons we have. Alright, so this kind of sucks. I think we're gonna have to go we'll withdraw this. And that. Enchantment, yep. Okay. Keeping that, yep. I'm just making sure everything is... I don't want to go in there and not have at least the best chance to stomp on these things. See, this is when you're like, ah, damn, and you're like looking at stuff and you're trying to fix things. Okay, so that'll go, and is it? So if I were to pick this, then do this is where the balance. I need a sword that was a copper advantage. What's my armor look like? This gives you a big boost. Yeah, now I don't have anything except for that. It doesn't really work for me, fortunately. The great sword was just... I totally fucked that up. It's the other set, this set. Yeah, this just works better. I'm just gonna have to learn how to really rotate. We'll do a food boost again. We'll use the big one.
Staying on top of repairs. I like it. Good looking out. Recharging that.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is if I had heavier versions of what I was doing. Let's go see if there is.
My family came to Cyberdale.
Upper advantage. It's both jacks of the. I'm just looking for of the yield. Huh? So now I'm taking out all my doubles because I'm trying to save room now. Here it is. We will have to work on fixing all that stuff. Getting it all to purples. Oh, I guess we got our, oh yeah, I gotta deposit that now.
Over the years, I've built a
I know, guys, I am really sorry about all of this. Like, it's taking forever. Do I want this? Yes, we'll keep that. Letter from Sharp. All that can go away. Those can go away. They'll be worth more later. That, the furnishing. All that. Keep that. There it is. Oh, my bank is full. Ah, well. I'm pretty sure we made a decent amount of room in my inventory now, on top of what we'll be able to get rid of here. Alright guys, my coffee is done, so we're getting on to 10:30. It's 2. We've got the 2 public dungeons. I'm gonna use up my experience booster. When we do bump it to 100, we'll have 1 hour, but I gotta stretch out. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get both public dungeons done in the last bit of the stream that we have left, because I am not stretching my stream too far as where it gets into the rest of my day and makes it hard for me to do things, because I still do have stuff that I've been neglecting that need to get done today. So I'm going to take about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to take my compression gloves off. I'm going to make sure that everything's pretty much good to go so I can start my day off properly. Get everything that I need to get done today, kind of. And then the rest of my weekend I'll be able to just kind of chill out. So I'm going to switch everything over. I'm going to take this down because we got rid of this. I'm so happy that we managed to get through most of this stuff and that we're so close, so very, very, very close to having the entire map done. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so we're back. Sorry, guys. I was just doing some thinking about future stuff and whatnot. So without going into any detail, because you guys don't need to go, the past little while I've had issues with a few, well, one individual in my family. I'm not gonna point, wave, blah 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 as far as who or what it is or anything like that, but I've been thinking more and more of just, you know, saying no, it's time to just kind of let that go and carry on. But I've been trying to figure out more of a way that's less confrontational and more just kind of like, look, let's just kind of drop it in the end type thing. You get what I'm saying? And I think we're gonna do the sirloin just because seems like probably a more popular area. I think it would probably be best to kind of do it around the springtime. I would, by the time I get there anyways, I would like to do it sooner, but I'm going on just like a year of not having like a serious panic attack. A lot of people at work have kind of gone out of their way to ensure this. You know, they've really given me my space. They've tried to help me out as much as possible. They understand the desperate nature behind me wanting to kind of be able to become more stable as far as my anxiety and being able to control things and whatnot. So I've had a lot of cooperation in that respect, and it's made me really appreciate these people a lot more and given them a lot of respect in return. I kind of just stay out of their lives and stay away from them. They stay away from me, yada yada yada. But like, it's like a live and let live type thing, you know. Like, I'm hurting, nobody's really hurting me, and I'm finally able to just kind of be myself. And oddly enough, and I will say this, if you're ever wondering if you should just kind of be yourself, is people are pretty accepting once they've kind of figured out who and what you are. They're just like, alright, you know, I'm just gonna leave this person be. So if at any point in time you're questioning, should I be this way, the answer is yes. By all means, you can do that. But continuing on, myself, oh, my ears just kind of popped.
I was beginning to think this fight was hopeless. But with the great shackle destroyed, we might just have it.
Figures the one day I find you rarely hear raw deposits when ancient magic. Get it? I've been putting off Master Luciano. What? I'm not allowed to exist.
The public dungeon, so wow. I'm more here for the crystals than anything. I'm not sure if I have to do the dungeons. It'd be great if I could. And I have a feeling it's not going to be easy.
Easier than I thought getting here. Let's talk. Necromancer's past this. Stand near the shard and activate the alarm. Right. There's the pattern. Pay attention. No, that's not it. Try again or talk to me if you need a reminder on what to do. Great! It's untethered. Now just grab the shard. I think you've got this. Try not to run afoul of those necromancers. I'll meet you outside when you're finished.
Yeah, it might take a bit, but it's totally doable. Remnant of Deception. The hell is that? The Echo of the Abolisher memento? What?
This world's done with you.
By the way, get wrecked. Bumped. Let's try it. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, no. Ooh. Get back, get back, get back, get back. You're not ready. However, we may have gotten lucky.
Not like this.
Okay. So. What's the question? Is fighting the boss a must? It isn't. Okay. Yeah. I can be down with that. I mean, if I can juke a boss, because that guy, oh, like, I know when I'm outmatched, so, you know, that wasn't the fairest of fights. I came close, like, I was doing good. It's just as soon as sharp drops, I was done.
Never know what else might be headed our way.
So, you know, I face that facts. Like, I'm no tank, so it kind of sucked. But lesson learned. By the way, one of the people who does keep one on. Hey,
Good on you. You're ready for anything.
well, no, I'm in a dungeon. I've got my health boost. Like, come on, chart. Get sharp. Yes, I do need to go this way. What do you think you're doing? Not sure that was a spell, but okay. Hey, bud. Ah, I didn't see that coming, did you? Ogre Shump. Got a blind alley in the north. Well, I can see it from here.
You good? Of course you are.
So Sharp's getting a massive amount of boost here too. Like, I'm getting 11.3 XP K per pack going through here. So, how the hell do you get in there then? So then I gotta go this way. This way. Rosemary! Get your head right, bitch. Next time, I'm gonna backhand your ass into oblivion. Y'all already know what I'm thinking. One man, two-man wrecking crew. Coming through. It's a two-man wrecking crew. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? I gotta be missing something. I mean, not like right now it's a bad thing. Why? Why would you scream at me like that, man? Down there. Alright, we're gonna try that. Like, it's a good thing we've got this, because this will just carve us a path.
Skill issue.
The explosion from the blood thingy. If this doesn't work, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, alright, well, I don't wanna continuously take too long, but I do think this is gonna work. We're gonna get the Sky Shard.
Better luck next time.
So when you have that thing that makes them explode, if you go for the weakest one, you can like take the two guys out because they explode in a burst of hell yeah. Okay. Ah, there it is. I did it. Four-player experiences, so. And unfortunately, like I said, we're creeping up now on the 3-hour mark, and I don't like taking away time to myself, especially now that I'm older. And guys, it's not like I don't like streaming. It's just, you know, like I gotta draw the line somewhere, and we've already proven that as far as these bosses go, it's not going to be possible. So it would be better for me to just go on and go do the things that I have to do and kind of leave it there, and then we'll come back and we'll do some endeavors. Like I said, I am looking into joining a guild so we can get some 4-player stuff on the channel. It's also because, like I said, I would get into a guild because I wanted to be able to do regular dungeon runs, because I'm now getting to the point where that's what needs to be done to help move along some of the stuff that I'm going to be putting in the houses, because I'm almost there in crafting. And when you're like high enough in crafting, you can craft your own materials to build your house the way you see fit. And that's why, like, when people are watching me play, I'm picking damn near everything up, because I know these materials are some of the materials that some people don't know that you need in order to be effective in building your own stuff for your house. And I've got a long way to go still, but it has been super fun along the way, getting my character as high as I am. Like, I think I'm 745. Like, that's a long haul. If you've played this game, you know, 745 is a good decent chunk of time. If I had focused on just one character and one system, I'd be way higher than I am now. I can say that with certainty. And anybody who knows me knows that's true. So, yes. Oh, so I already have that. Well, at least I have a nice staff that is macabre advantage now as well. But yeah, it's been a good time. Like we did a lot of stuff. We're almost done. I'm pretty sure that means we'll be able to snag the sky shard out of here without having to do the dungeon. Then, like I said, I want to get into a guild. So, guys, thanks so much for coming out. But unfortunately, it is time for me to go. We do have a life outside of ESO, and it does need attending. I do need to clean up in the apartment. I need to do laundry. I need to do all the adulting stuff that I neglect during the week. But we did get 3 hours into this shit, right? Which is awesome. And the one thing that I'm glad that I could do this time around better than other ones is to just kind of avoid anything really going on in the world. We were just hanging out playing games, and I was discussing how we'll be doing things progressing forward. So if you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to be notified the next time I come online, so you can come hang out, maybe ask me a few questions, or just, I don't know, see the stuff happen live instead of coming by and checking it out when it's up on YouTube. Yeah, hit the subscribe. All my content has no monetization, never will. It's all privately funded because, you know, I only do a couple of shows every now and then, and it will stay that way. So this is Retro's Arcade, or, you know, the Ronin's Dojo, or Pooley's Pool House, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. It's a channel, and I made it. And I really appreciate anybody who comes out and checks me out. And I want to extend my thanks if you've made it this far in the video, or if even you were tuned in the entire time. I really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next time, which I don't know when it'll be, but we'll at least get some videos up. Take it easy, take care of yourself, and be good. This is Tapuli the Retro Ronin, and I am the fuck out of here. Peace.